Going on.
Great. Fantastic. Okay, let's start. So welcome everyone. Welcome to the INSEAD session as part of the Choose France Education Fair. My name is Aidan O'Halloran, and I really appreciate that you're all taking the time to learn more about INSEAD and what we have to offer as the world's leading international business school. So I hope my presentation today might give you a little bit of an insight into what makes INSEAD unique. But I'm really happy to answer any questions you may have. So please do hop into the Zoom room after this session. I'll be happy to answer all of your questions. But let's jump in with the presentation now. So I thought before we start, I thought I should maybe just set the scene for INSEAD. So first of all, INSEAD is a mission-driven institution. So it's good to take a step back in history and understand that mission before we go forward and explain the programs that we offer. So just to give you the background of INSEAD, in the years after World War II, Professor Georges Doriot, who was a leading figure in the venture capital industry, he envisioned the creation of an international business school that would bring people together, and it would use business to promote peace and prosperity. So he begins to develop this plan to create an institution that would both stimulate economic growth and inspire international cooperation instead of conflict, which the world had been through too much of at that time and still now. So he founded a school with a revolutionary model for management education, and that was focused on being international, independent, so independent from government, internationally diverse, close to business, and propelled forwards with an entrepreneurial spirit. And so this is what became INSEAD. Today INSEAD's vision still endures. We believe now, as ever, that business must serve as a force for good. And today, as global society is grappling with all these difficult challenges, from the COVID-19 crisis to climate change and dangerous political divisions, for our part, INSEAD is dedicated to preparing you as future leaders to face those challenges with courage and conviction. And we do this by bringing together people, cultures, and ideas to develop responsible leaders who will go out and transform business and society, hopefully for the better. And so perhaps at the end of this session, you may be interested in joining this community and helping us to drive that mission forward. So I'm speaking to you today from Singapore, where we have an incredible campus. But INSEAD is this global learning community with campuses in France, Singapore, and Abu Dhabi. And it's important to note that INSEAD is one independent global institution with multiple campuses around the world. And INSEAD does take care to ensure that it's an equal educational experience on all of the campuses, so the students have the same quality of learning as you switch between the campuses in France and Singapore, perhaps even Abu Dhabi, as you study. So when you're looking at business schools today, most of you will either have to select a campus environment or a city environment to study in, and you're probably currently comparing your options whether to stay and study in Singapore or to go over to France or for overseas study anywhere. And I guess the beauty of INSEAD is that you choose both and more. So let me just give you a little bit of background about our campuses. So the campus in France was established in 1957. And this is the INSEAD Europe campus, and it's based in Fontainebleau, which is in France, just south of Paris. The INSEAD Europe campus offers you the kind of quintessential campus experience, right? It's this beautiful space to escape the big city life and reflect and learn and grow and establish your deep connections with your classmates that will, of course, become your friends for life. So if you've been living in a metropolis, somewhere like Singapore, then our campus in France is certainly quite a different experience, and it's a wonderful place to start your studies. And as I said, escape the big city life and go for some real reflection. The campus here in Singapore, so this was founded in the year 2000. So this campus is in quite a unique location, which we feel is ideal for connecting with the thriving startup scene, as well as, surrounded by the Asia Pacific head offices for a lot of the large corporate firms, big tech firms, healthcare companies. So our campus here in Singapore is just at One North Station, so quite near to Buona Vista. Obviously, we benefit from being in Singapore with the culturally rich environment that we have here, as well as the political stability. And this campus is really convenient. So it's nice to have both options, the kind of the metropolis campus option and the one which is in France, which is more of your quintessential campus experience. But INSEAD also has a campus in the Middle East, which is based in Abu Dhabi. So this campus has incredible views of the city. It's on the top of this skyscraper here. And it provides our students with the opportunities to develop their understanding of the networks and opportunities in this fast-paced region of the world. So it's wonderful to have a campus in the Middle East as well. But that's not it, actually, because this year, the world's most international top-ranked business school is now also in North America. So we opened our San Francisco hub for business and innovation. So launched just this year, this hub is our first permanent facility in North America. And by opening doors in San Francisco, INSEAD is further connecting our students with the cutting edge of tech and venture finance, entrepreneurship, and sustainability in North America. So Singapore, France, Abu Dhabi, and now San Francisco. And INSEAD is truly a global option as a business school. So the program that I'm here to tell you more about today is the INSEAD Master in Management. So since INSEAD was founded, the institution has continually innovated. And this year is an exciting time for INSEAD. With everything that's going on in the world, it's obviously a time of great change. But not only did we launch our hub in San Francisco, but we also launched the INSEAD Master in Management. And so the Master in Management, or MIM, is a continuation of INSEAD's mission to develop the next generation of responsible business leaders who will tackle some of the world's greatest challenges head on. So I'm here to tell you a little bit more about this program. If you're currently studying for your undergraduate degree, or if you've recently graduated and you're seeking to improve your management skills and, of course, your career opportunities, and this could be the ideal program for you. So this is a flexible program which includes 10 months of on-campus study, followed by 4 to 6 months of your professional experience as you then launch your career. This has this really exciting new innovative approach to learning with a focus on problem solving. So you'll learn from INSEAD's world-renowned, award-winning faculty and the industry experts which we're well known for, as well as interacting with inspiring classmates from all around the world as you travel between the continents, between the campuses, and you gain access to global career opportunities, something that INSEAD really provides. So the recruiters that INSEAD has strong connections to from industry, they actually contributed to the design of the INSEAD Master in Management. And the focus on problem solving came as a direct result from input from the employers. So therefore, you can really rest assured that you will develop the skills that are required by top recruiters to make you a more competitive candidate for the best job opportunities. And so the INSEAD Master in Management is really a wonderful development here at INSEAD. But why should you consider INSEAD and the Master in Management in particular? Well, INSEAD is a top-ranked international business school. So as one of the world's leading and in fact largest graduate business schools, INSEAD's master programs are consistently ranked among the top in the world. So we're quite well known for our MBA, and if you look at the Financial Times rankings, you can see the reputation and the quality of the school. Of course, you get to join the alumni network. So you join this elite and collaborative community of INSEAD alumni that are all over the world. And this is an incredibly valuable network for your short-term and long-term career aspirations. You gain international exposure as you immerse in this truly global experience alongside international classmates and faculty as you travel across the continents. But this program has real practical application. So as you go through, you participate in this experiential block courses and electives that really put in practice what you've been learning in the classroom in real life business situations that are set by our corporate partners. You develop in-demand skills, of course, so you get the relevant skills that will enable you to be successful in your first job, second job, third job as you progress through your career. And of course, as I mentioned, INSEAD certainly helps you to gain access to top employers. And so top recruiters for a diverse range of roles in a broad range of industries that are coming to recruit students from INSEAD. So what does the INSEAD Master in Management actually look like? I can show you here. So before you start the program, before you arrive on campus, you have a lot of online content to help you to prepare for the program. And really, this is part of the program, getting the ball rolling. So you go through careers workshops, coding classes, all the things you'll need to know throughout the program. And then there's 10 months of on-campus academic content from period 1 to period 5, as you can see here. So you go through core courses. So this is an intensive curriculum that consists of a wide range of fundamental business topics that will equip you with the knowledge needed to launch your global career. You also go through these workshops and these practical learning experiences that I mentioned. So apart from the core courses, there are these 2-week practical learning modules in each period, where you're taught how to really apply the classroom learning into real life situations. And this will ensure that you're ready to execute your projects when you join your future employers. There's also, of course, electives. So you're able to choose electives from a range of courses to customize your experience based on your interests or perhaps your career focus. And the selection of topics comes on innovation, with an aim to ensure that you're ahead of the curve and graduate with cutting edge knowledge and skills. So the first 6 months, you're on the campus in France, which is, as I mentioned, in Fontainebleau, just south of Paris. But then from period 4, the whole cohort, so the entire class, moves together to Singapore, where you spend the remainder of the program. So in addition to these 2 campuses, there was also opportunities to do field trips to our campus in Abu Dhabi, as well as perhaps to other destinations in the world, such as the US or up to China. So you conclude your master in management journey by launching into the workforce, and you're able to apply what you've learned by joining a company, either through an internship or as a full-time employee. And then the professional exposure period here at the end of the course this will help you to make sure that you're going in the right direction as you build your work experience and you kind of conduct this final analysis on the industry that you've joined, just to make sure you're going in the right track. And so that's the Master in Management at INSEAD in a nutshell. I can just show you this here. Yep. So of course, INSEAD has world-class faculty that we're very well known for in all the key areas of business management. And so these expertise are brought into the classroom through the core courses and, of course, through the electives as you tailor your experience. So INSEAD is, of course, the world's leading international business school. If you ask many of our alumni, and it's common to have more than 90 nationalities on campus, and everybody speaks multiple languages. It's a requirement for the school. So if you're someone who has a passion for being out of your comfort zone, someone who enjoys seeing the world and experiencing new cultures, or someone who enjoys just learning how others live, then the INSEAD may be the ideal place for you. And the Master in Management community, this really embodies the passion for diversity and will open up international opportunities that perhaps you didn't even know existed. The INSEAD culture is quite distinct from many schools, particularly when you're comparing to other top business schools, because the INSEAD culture is incredibly collaborative. So our teaching methodology focuses on collaborative learning. So the professors are experts in guiding classroom discussions so that everybody has the opportunity to engage with the class, right? Nobody really hides in an INSEAD class. But of course, the program is there to prepare you for a wide range of career opportunities. So we have an incredible career development center at INSEAD, which is a global team spread across the campuses, consisting of personal career coaches, employer engagement specialists, team of operation managers, all there to help you to launch your career in your chosen direction with the knowledge that you need to know to really be successful in your next step and for the rest of your career. If you're interested in INSEAD and you're thinking about applying in the future, I thought I'd just spend a couple minutes explaining what it is that INSEAD looks for, because it is quite distinct. Of course, INSEAD has a holistic admissions approach where your entire profile will be considered, but we do consider applicants around the following criteria. So first of all, academic performance. So this area is there to consider, that all applicants can handle the academic rigor of this world-class and intensive program. So your academic capacity, they judge this based on your previous studies, so your previous academic performance, but you'd also need to take either a GMAT or a GRE. And if you're not familiar with these tests, then you can find out there's actually a free simulator that you can do on our website to get to grips with these tests. And many of the top business schools will require a score from either GMAT or GRE. So it's well worth investing your time into one of these tests as you prepare for your application. We also look for international motivation. So hopefully your motivation to understand different cultures and to discover different international opportunities for your career, and of course develop your international network, is a key reason why you're considering INSEAD in the first place. And so you need to show this through your application. It's not about how many countries you've lived in. It's about whether you have a passion for developing your intercultural communication skills, and a passion for just developing your cultural awareness. Because as I mentioned, INSEAD is an incredibly diverse school. Alumni refer to us as the United Nations of business schools, with many different nationalities on campus. So this is a really important factor that we'd hope you'd want to make the most of. And of course, your ability to contribute. So as the committee are piecing together this incredibly diverse community, they want to know, what are you bringing to the table that you can add value to your fellow classmates, whether it's unique perspectives from internship experience, or whether you've studied something that's quite interesting, quite niche, that you can then bring to the classroom discussions. This is what they want to see. They want to see what is your ability and willingness to contribute to those classroom discussions. So, it's important to note that for the Master in Management at INSEAD, you do not need to have full-time professional experience prior to applying for the program. But some experience in a business context would be valued, such as an internship, or if you've been volunteering in a community event or for charity, some kind of experience like that would of course be valuable. But most importantly, you should be genuine and sincere if you do decide to apply in your application, as this admissions process is there not just to ensure that you are suitable for the program, but also to make sure that the program is suitable for you. So although INSEAD is a top-ranked school and many people would like to apply, I think it's best to find that this is the right fit for you before going ahead with your application. And that's what I'm here for. I'm based here in Singapore, providing one-to-one application guidance and support for anybody who's interested in applying. So the selection process takes up to 7 weeks, perhaps just slightly more from when your application is complete. And we have deadlines spread throughout the year, but you can always find the most up-to-date deadlines on our website, with the program then starting in September of each year. It's certainly advisable not to rush for an earlier deadline. If you feel as though you can still improve your application, then I would certainly recommend taking your time, really working on it, and submitting when you feel confident to do so. Now, the INSEAD Master in Management yields a lifetime of dividends, both personally and professionally. But pursuing a Master in Management program is a serious commitment of your time, and your financial investment as well. So this needs to be carefully considered and planned for. So though the responsibility for funding your year at INSEAD ultimately lies with you, we have an incredible financial aid office that can assist you as you're planning for your financing, as you're going to join the program. So the fees are around 49,000 euro. But the good thing is that all successfully admitted candidates will be automatically considered for scholarships. So there's no separate application required for the majority of scholarships. So if you were to submit and you were successful with your application, you're going to be automatically considered for many of the scholarships that are available at INSEAD. But there are other ways of funding the program as well. There's a number of different loan sources that are out there. So it's quite rare that a student would just fund the entire thing from their savings. If you're going for a Master in Management program, you may not have been working for too many years to have that saved up, which is why we have this incredible range of scholarships, as well as loan options that are available. I think I wanted to just end on the community that you'd be joining. So INSEAD, we have this incredible alumni network, and it is extremely collaborative and diverse. It's just this globally connected community. We have more than 60,000 alumni distributed across more than 175 different countries, with 166 nationalities. INSEAD alumni are truly citizens of the world. So if you look at the Financial Times report, INSEAD has actually produced the most CEOs of any top business school, second only to Harvard. And this is an incredible achievement, especially when you consider that INSEAD is an independent business school that focuses on diversity with campuses around the world. This really shows the potential value of this community that you would be joining. So in the end, this vast professional network is a valuable asset for all of our graduates, both during your initial job search as you're coming to the end of the program and you're looking for that next opportunity. You can connect with alumni and they'll be there to support you, as well as further as you move through your career. Or perhaps even start your own business. INSEAD there's a resource called PitchBook, which ranks the different top business schools on their success in entrepreneurship. And you can actually see that INSEAD is by far the best business school outside of the US for supporting entrepreneurs in terms of the amount of successful startups that have come out of the school and the amount of capital that they've raised. So hopefully that was an insight into INSEAD. I hope that that has addressed some of your concerns, but I'm certainly happy to answer questions. So I believe we're going to be launching a Zoom room in a minute where you'll be able to join, and it'll be posted into the chat box here. And so I do encourage anybody who's attended the session today, if you are interested in INSEAD, then please do hop into our Zoom room, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. As I said, so I'm based here in Singapore, based on the Singapore campus. And my role here is dedicated to supporting applicants who are interested in the school, guiding you through the application process, because it can be intimidating, especially as you're preparing for things like the GMAT, or for if you have interviews coming up. It's nice to know that you have a contact, a friend from within the school who's there to guide you throughout the entire journey. And so if you are based in Singapore or anywhere around this region, then I can be your key point of contact within the school to guide you through the application journey. I can also be a point of contact if you'd like to connect with specific alumni working in specific industries or anything like that, then I'm very happy to help you along with that as well. So thank you all so much for taking the time to listen to me today and to hear my presentation. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to answering some more of your questions in the Zoom room in just a minute. But for now, thank you all, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the sessions today. I'm sure they're all going to be excellent. Thank you very much.